from After Dark World headquarters. A chilly, drizzly Tuesday morning, November 23rd, 2021. Good morning. Come on, get out of bed. You can crawl, get on your feet, you'll feel better. For Mr. and Ms. America, all ships at sea and all sods, everywhere. This is your morning report with your favorite correspondent, KD. Let's begin. Well, remember, discipline equals freedom. Don't forget that. Let's go right to the reading. Discipline equals freedom field manual. Mr. Jocko Willink, a classic. People look for the shortcut, the hack. If you came here looking for that, you won't find it. The shortcut is a lie. The hack doesn't get you there. To reach goals and overcome obstacles and become the best version of yourself possible will not happen by itself. It will not happen cutting corners, taking shortcuts, or looking for the easy way. There is no easy way. There's only hard work, late nights, early mornings. Practice, rehearsal, repetition, study, sweat, blood, toil, frustration, and discipline. Discipline. There must be discipline. Discipline, the root of all good qualities. The driver of daily execution. The core principle that overcomes laziness and lethargy and excuses. Discipline defeats the infinite excuses that say, not today, not now. I need a rest. I will do it tomorrow. There is only one way, the way of discipline. Jocko Willink, I can highly recommend it. So, KD, what is next with the readings? Well, let's go to a Psychiatric Glossary from 1975, which means these definitions are antiquated and wouldn't even apply. It probably wouldn't even be in use, said the way that's said here. I'm going to read you the definition of schizophrenia, and then I'm going to tell you a story. Schizophrenia, a large group of disorders, usually of psychotic proportion, manifested by characteristic disturbance of thought, mood, and behavior. Thought disturbances are marked by alterations of concept formation that may lead to misinterpretation of reality and sometimes to delusions and hallucinations. Mood changes include ambivalence, constriction, inappropriateness, and loss of empathy with others. Behavior may be withdrawn, regressive, and bizarre. Okay, D, that's sort of mildly interesting, but why are you telling us this? I was only in a classroom with Jack 2 times in the local community college, and we took a psychology course together. Our professor was talking about that very topic, schizophrenia. And he was asking if anybody could give a definition. So he looked right at Jack and said, Jack, give me a definition. Jack looked at Mr. Henderson and said, isn't that sort of like taking it to the limit, schizophrenia? The professor said, what? And then moved on. Anyway, I never forgot that. I thought it was funny as hell. And that's Jack for you. If you knew him, by the way, he was a maniac. So if you didn't like that, maybe you'll like this. This is Rock Revolution, published by Cream Magazine. And they've got their top albums for 1971. So let's see. Let's just see if we agree. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers. Yes, I agree. Allman Brothers, Live at Fillmore East. Yes, I agree. Who's Next? I agree. Alice Cooper, Killer. I agree. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, I agree. John McLaughlin, Devotion, I have never heard it. I don't feel qualified to make a judgment on that one. Led Zeppelin 4, I agree. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story, I agree. Sly and the Family Stone, There's a Riot Going On. I have to defer on that one because I don't think I've ever heard the album all the way through. Family Affairs on there, I like that song. And the last one, MC5, High Time, I agree. Those Cream editors knew what they were talking about. This is a cool little book. If you didn't like that, maybe you'll like this. Letter to the Happy Hooker, Xavier Hollander. Dear Miss Hollander, I read your book with great pleasure, but I sure wish I could finish it. You see, I'm afraid to take the book home, where my wife will see it, so I read it on the job, and well, I'm an elevator operator. So I read a snatch here and a snatch there. Hey, no pun intended. And at this rate, it's going to take me 6 weeks to finish your book. At least it makes the job less boring. Your slow reader, name withheld, Chicago, Illinois. Letters to the Happy Hooker, and there she is. Last but not least, Touch magazine. I can't show you the front, I can only show you the back. Don't miss the next Touch. Okay. So, I wanted to get to where that was. Where was that? Oh, yes. The name of this story was, or is, Cock Crazy. Last summer I was going out with a girl named Lisa who loved cock more than anything else in the world. I've never known a mouth to hunger for it, her lips and tongue to quiver for it, the way Lisa's did. She's good looking, and at first I thought a little straight. I wondered whether she was going to let me kiss her on the first date. I pulled her into the garage, a real romantic. And not even 5 minutes into our necking session, this girl starts rubbing my crotch, kneading my cock with one hand, while holding my face to hers with that other hand, sticking her tongue halfway to my tonsils. Oh God, I've wanted to do this to you since I met you, she whispered, and then undid my fly, loosened my stiff cock, and went down on it, bobbing and sucking on it. I never had a blowjob that turned the chick on as much as it did me, but this girl was cock crazy. Cock crazy. Don't miss the next touch, because you never can tell what kind of shenanigans are going to go on there. It's time for me to get into adventures, as you should yourself. Always be nice until it's time not to be nice. Be kind to animals. Never complain and never explain. And let's get shit done. I mean, really, let's get shit done today. A perfectly good day for it. So get your asses up, get that cup of coffee, get on your feet, and let's do this. So, for Mr. and Ms. America, all ships at sea, all sods everywhere, this is KD, your favorite correspondent, wishing you a great morning. I'll see you on the road to adventure.